Sup, my name is Ray for the TheYugiohCouncil. Welcome to the top 10 countdown on the top 10 meta decks of this format that we're in right now. Welcome to the new format. Anyway, this list will not only cover Dimensions of Chaos, but any upcoming product, including the Mega Monarch deck and the set after Breakers of Shadow, just so we are absolutely clear on that, so people can understand where I'm coming from this list. So this way it stays relevant and also gives you an idea of where things may place, and things may get better than other things, but we'll have to see what Konami does, so keep that in mind. So, starting at the list at number 10 right off the bat is Ritual Beast. I still feel they have pretty much the potential to be topping in the number 10 spot, because one ulti Tomahawk, it does hurt, but it doesn't hurt to the point that they can't play the deck or they can't be relevant to a certain extent. So I still feel the deck has enough potential to really squeeze their way in if they so choose it. If we're talking about the top 10, then Ritual Beasts definitely have the opportunity yet again to still do what they do. Because let's be honest, the deck isn't dead like a few other decks, but it has more playability than anything that got hit by the list, let's put it that way. Moving on to number 9, I'm going to say Mermail Atlantean, more focused on Atlantean because Atlantean Prince is coming, and I'm not sure how that will shape our game up because of the fact that it's just very unpredictable right now in how we're going to deal with any decks coming up, so I put them at number 9 because I feel they do have potential, just like Raid Raptors, but they have more potential than Raid Raptors. What they actually need is like Diva 2, but we'll have to see how it plays out. Maybe the TCG player base has something up their sleeve, thought process wise, that will create the deck better, for us, than just copying OCG. But that remains to be seen. So that's the only reason why I'm putting it at number 9, because it's kind of hard to say right now that, yeah, the deck in like 3 months is going to do so damn well over everything else. I don't think it's going to be that kind of case. I do think they do have potential to top. Honorable mention will be Heroes, because I didn't mention them on this list, but I just feel like people have seen Heroes so many times, they know exactly how to go against the deck, so it's really not an issue. Number 8, Raid Raptors. By February, we pretty much should have everything for the deck, and the deck is amazing. Search, fast, thin power, just gets harbored by mistakes so hard, but as long as mistakes aren't in the way, this deck can shine through anything. I mean, it's rank 4 spam. What is not to love about rank 4 spam? And furthermore, the deck constantly searches left and right, like every single turn, like 3 fucking searches. I mean, it's not even hard to get those searches up. It's just easy as anything to get any piece of the puzzle you need to create your rank 4s to do amazing things. And as many of us know, Cyber Dragon Infinity is coming, and the Utopia will be coming in March. So probably by March, I would expect a new list, so we'll have to see how that plays out with the Utopia of the Lightning. But Raid Raptors definitely number 8 spot for me. Coming in at the number 7 spot, just making sure we're right here on the proper numbers. Number 7 spot, Infernoid. A deck that can OTK extremely quickly, a deck that is aggressive, a deck that is underrated by many, a deck that is hated by many, but at the same time, the deck does go through a lot of resources, but they were not really hit by the ban list. Okay, maybe they were hit by Rhoda if you ran Raiden, but you have the 2 Charge of Light Brigades, so you really don't lose anything. You just have more room to put things in that could help you in matchups that would normally basically be bad. That Kaikuin issue, now you can run 2 Dark Holes in the space that you would run 2 Rhodas if you ran the Rhodas. You also have Reasoning and Charger Light Brigade, so your setup should come fairly fucking easy, not to sound so mean about it, but it's true. And the deck isn't bad. The deck isn't super expensive, but it's definitely an option for number 7. My number 6 spot is going to be Magicians. Now, these guys come out next month in December, almost a month from when I'm recording this, and I definitely think we're going to see a lot of hybrids for this Pendulum deck. Not just one kind of variant of the deck. I think we're going to see multiple variants of Magicians in general. We're not just going to see the one type of deck of it. We're going to see like 3-4 versions. And let's talk about the deck that can pop your monster and pop your spell card and recover crap to their hand. And they can be combined with like 30 other decks to be even dumber than they already are. I mean, this is the deck that basically says, oh, I have no pendulums in my pendulum zone. Slaps down spell card. Gets 2 pendulums set up. Yeah. That's a thing that's going to happen. This is the deck that, if pendulums were not completely broke yet, this is going to be the camel that starts breaking the camel. This is going to be the thing that starts breaking the camel's back before we get to the real broke shit. But let's be honest, magicians are going to definitely be a threat. Moving on to number 5, I'm going to say Cyframe, the deck that does not allow you to play Yu-Gi-Oh! You have to play super slow against it. You have to take out the vanilla, and if you take out the vanilla, then you can win the game. Otherwise, hand trap city, bitch, hand trap city. Hand trap city, bitch, hand trap city. That's pretty much the premises of the deck. Now, obviously, like Infernoid, it's easy to side against because you just play Prohibition on Cyframes, call for the vanilla monster, I win the game, unless you have MST. Or something to break that. And with Infernoids, I summon Kaiku. We good? Okay. But in all fair, just to be fair, there's everything on this list can be sided kind of like that. But when it comes down to it, Cyframes are a big giant threat. They are something that plays super aggressive when you're playing aggressive. So they work on your plays. And that's the brilliant part of Cyframes, and what makes them so good is that they work on your plays. They are the no, you're not allowed to do that deck. And that's what makes them so good. So definitely number 5 for them. My number 4, I'm putting Cosmos here because I don't know what more TCG support they're going to get, how much more they're going to get, or how much further Konami's going to give them good support. I know there's a Star Wars hype, and that's pretty much why Konami has made this archetype, but I'm cool with it. Cosmos are just dope in general. I like them because they're fresh, they're renewing. Yeah, I know people are going to start hating them because they're going to be expensive, they're going to be meta, whatever. It's fresh. I'm okay with it for the moment. It's fresh. But Cosmos are a funny deck, to say the least. And it's hard to see exactly, like the 3 that outdo this. It's hard to say exactly what support they get, so I put them at number 4. Not that I'm putting them down on the list, it's just I don't know exactly how good they're going to be in 2 months from now or 3 months from now. So I have to make the assumption of taking a step back and saying, I'm just going to put them at number 4 and mention, well, if they do get better, this is pre all new support. And I am counting Dark Destroyer. It is an amazing card. I am counting the Straw Man, which is an okay card. I am counting their Farm Girl and their E-Tellies and everything else they can use. Trust me, I am. But the deck still has some hurdles that it has to go through. Let's talk about a deck that is already established and will be on those tables left and right, is Specters. They are going to get a card that says, I don't care about mistake, and that comes in Breakers of Shadow. Specters are already getting a lot of hype, and the set is coming out tomorrow, so I'm actually recording this on the 5th of November, so this way you guys understand when I say something like that, it's not that I don't want to upload the video right away, it's just that I take time to edit it. I have a busy schedule, and I have certain things planned out for today, obviously one of them being stock market, and then everything else comes out afterwards. But Specters are a fun deck, to say the least, unless you're playing against them. They're the deck that loses no advantage. They're the deck that I wish Skill Drain was at 3, because it would just be perfect to go against the deck. I do have a guide to your side on this, by the way. But they are the deck to beat right now at the moment. Them and Cosmos at the moment. I would also throw Cyframe up there. But as time goes on, they're not going to be as relevant compared to a few other things. But Specters are just a giant threat. They're going to be played in huge numbers. Same with Cosmos. So you better get ready for them. My number 2 spot is another deck like Cyframes. It says you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! That comes out, I believe, in January, is Monarchs. Now, a lot of people are saying Monarchs are going to have the hero syndrome where they get really hyped up to be a meta deck and they don't do well. I think the only reason they wouldn't do well is because of either not having enough people playing them or just the sheer fact of people being ready for the deck, and those people who are using the deck are not ready for the countermeasures. I think that's kind of what it is. Me personally, I'm looking forward to using this deck because it is something that doesn't use an extra deck and is just hilarious at the same time. Konami, don't screw this one up. But Mega Monarchs, definitely have potential to take that number 2 spot, because everything else pretty much uses their extra deck outside of a few of these on this list, and they have good matchups across the board. They can make it where you can't special summon, and you're going to be sitting in a corner like, fuck. I mean, let's be honest. Mega Monarchs are, like everything else, can be easy to side against. And no, Zombie World does not make it easy to side against. They have a Zombie Monarch that will bounce it out and then issue solved. The best option is going to be Master Restrict. But what happens when you go against a deck that will define this whole upcoming format, post Breakers of Shadow? What happens when Ryu even calls it the biggest threat of the upcoming format? You get Performer Pal and Friends. I've seen what they do in OCG, and I could tell you straight out from what Konami has done with this ban list and what is coming in Breakers of Shadow, unless Cosmos gets something to basically cripple and just be even higher and stronger than Performage, then it's going to be Performage as the best deck of the format, and that's just how it is because of how good the deck is, the consistency, the power, the things it does, even and especially without Exercise Knight in game now. Oh boy, it's gonna be an uphill battle to fight against it. So get ready for Performer Pals to take over the format as the number 1 deck to beat. I really think that's going to be it. But you guys let me know down in the comments what you think would be the top 10 of this format. These are my personal top 10. Let me know yours and your reasons why, or if you agree or disagree. Anyways, I'm ready for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Thank you for watching. Make sure you check out the videos and the annotations as long as I put them there. And I'll see you guys